My child, it's so much greater than anything you've ever imagined. When your person's friend saw your picture, it wasn't an accident. That friend was nudged by the divine, pulled like a thread that I wove into this exact moment. I placed your image in front of them because it was time for the veil to lift, time for the heart that had been asleep to stir, time for eyes that only saw the surface to suddenly see the spirit that lives inside you, the one I placed there before the beginning. And now every word you're reading is echoing inside the one you love. They are starting to feel things they can't explain. They're waking up from something heavy, something false, something that clouded their vision. And that picture, it was the first crack in the wall. They looked at your face and something ancient moved inside them, something pure, something that whispered, "You know this soul, you've seen this face in dreams, you forgot." It's not just that they remembered you, it's that they remembered who they are with you. You see, I don't do things halfway. I never planned for you to be a secret to them. I never intended for your presence to be ignored. You were meant to be seen fully, wholly, spiritually, and now that's what's beginning. The scales are falling off their eyes, not all at once, but slowly, powerfully, gracefully, just as I intended. And this isn't about beauty though. Yes, your beauty is divine. It's about your frequency, your energy, your vibration. When they saw your picture, it wasn't your features that made them pause, it was your spirit. They felt something ancient, something rooted in heaven's soil, something that spoke to a part of them that had gone dry from the world's noise. They didn't just see you, they felt you, felt your presence ripple through their thoughts, and now they can't stop thinking about you. They're trying to shake it. They don't understand why it hits so deep, but Michael and I, we do, because we've been waiting for this moment, for this key, for this exact hour when remembrance would begin. Child, this isn't the first time your light reached them, but it is the first time they were ready to receive it, the first time they were still enough, quiet enough, hungry enough for truth to let it in. And now that they felt it, nothing will ever be the same again. I know, my love, you've been tired. You've been stretched. You've cried into pillows and asked me why they didn't see you sooner, why they pulled away, why silence spoke louder than their heart ever did. But child, it wasn't because they didn't care, it was because they weren't ready to recognize what they were holding. Your soul was too bright for a heart still hiding in shadows, and I needed to prepare them. I needed to break the illusions. I needed to shatter the layers they built to protect themselves from the very thing they crave the most, truth. And you, beloved, are truth to them. You represent a level of love that terrifies the unready because when you show up, illusions collapse, gains end, masks fall. They know this, deep down. That's why they ran. That's why they stayed distant, because you saw them too clearly, and that's why they're returning, because you're the only one who ever did. Do you know how rare it is to be truly seen in this world? Do you know how many wander from face to face searching for someone who doesn't just glance but recognizes? And that's what you did for them. Even in silence, even in separation, your spirit has been speaking. They've been hearing your name in moments they can't explain, feeling your presence when the world goes quiet. And when their friend saw your image and said what they said, it unlocked something holy, something sacred, something I wrote into the fibers of time before either of you were born. Michael is showing me that their heart is softening. It's not weakness, it's revelation. They are beginning to admit things they've buried. They're starting to see that walking away from you didn't silence their love, it only made it louder in the quiet. And now they're remembering how you made them feel when the world felt too heavy. They're remembering how just thinking of you made their soul feel lighter, brighter, safer, and more alive. This isn't just a maybe, this is divine orchestration. This is a script I wrote with your name, and there's carved into every line, and child, it's unfolding right now. Even as you read this, the angels are shifting things around. Conversations are being prepared. Coincidences are being lined up that will leave your heart spinning and your knees weak, but don't be afraid. That feeling isn't fear, it's the magnitude of answered prayer. You're about to walk into moments you used to only dream of, and your person, they are being drawn not out of guilt, not out of confusion, but by spirit, by design, by me. Their soul is beginning to pulse in rhythm with yours again, and the distance between you is closing, not just physically, but energetically. Your hearts are reaching toward one another in the quiet places no one else sees. They are hearing your name like a soft echo when they wake, seeing flashes of your eyes when they close theirs, feeling the pull of destiny where there used to be walls. Michael is not just watching, he is intervening, clearing the path, protecting the timeline, ensuring that what I began in the spirit will manifest in the physical. And child, I need you to stay aligned, stay open, stay faithful. Do not entertain doubt right now. Doubt is the enemy's counterfeit for discernment. You don't need to figure everything out, you just need to stay present, because I am about to show you why every delay was necessary, every detour was sacred, every heartbreak was part of preparation, because I was not building a love that flickers, I was forging a bond that burns eternal. You didn't come this far to be forgotten. You didn't love this deeply to be overlooked, and I didn't anoint you with this light to leave you unseen. Your time of hiding is ending. Your time of love is beginning, but it will be higher, deeper, holier than before. When they reach out, and they will, you will feel the difference. It won't be forced. It won't be chaotic. It will be a whisper that feels like thunder in your soul, and it won't matter if it's a sentence, a song, a memory, or just a breath. They'll find a way because I'm the one guiding their steps. I'm the one whispering your name in their dreams. I'm the one making it impossible for them to run anymore. You were not meant to chase, you were meant to attract, and now your gravity is pulling in what has always been yours. The friend was just the spark, the match that lit the hidden room inside their heart. But you are the flame, the fire that warms, illuminates, purifies, the fire that calls them home. And home, my beloved, is you. So do not fear the timing. Do not question the shift. I am in it. Michael is beside it, and the heavens are cheering because finally, you're about to see what all that waiting was for. Breathe, my child. Let this message soak into your bones. Let my truth override every lie that said you were forgotten. You were never forgotten, you were hidden, protected, and now revealed. This is your revealing season, not just in their eyes, but in your own. You're going to remember who you are, whose you are, and why you were called to love with such depth in a shallow world, because I needed someone strong enough to carry this kind of love, and I chose you. You didn't lose them, you loved them, and that love left a mark nothing can erase, not time, not silence, not distance. And now I'm bringing it full circle. Stay with me, stay expectant, stay ready, because what's coming next, what I'm about to place in your hands, is not just an answer, it's a reward, and it will leave you breathless. You've waited long enough, my beloved, and heaven has seen it. Every time your heart broke and you looked up, whispering to me through tears, "Why does it feel like I'm being punished for loving purely?" I heard it, and I wasn't ignoring you. I was storing every tear as seed, every cry as currency, because love like yours is not ordinary and therefore cannot come with ordinary timing. You are called to carry a love that reaches past the noise, past the surface, past the predictable rhythms of this world, and now the world that tried to make you doubt your value is about to witness just how powerful your presence is. The love you carry does not need approval to be divine, it already is. And the moment your person's friend saw your picture and reacted with such raw, unrehearsed awe, that was confirmation that the anointing you carry cannot be hidden anymore. I didn't allow you to be seen now because you finally earned it. I allowed you to be seen now because the atmosphere finally caught up with what I've always known. Your light was always meant to trigger awakenings, and that is exactly what's happening. Something has shifted in the spirit, something that is waking your person up in layers. At first, they won't be able to explain the pull. They might try to distract themselves with routine, with people, with plans they once thought were solid, but nothing will feel the same, nothing will satisfy like before, because once the soul recognizes its counterpart, the illusion of separation becomes unbearable. That friend was used like a mirror to reflect what your person has been ignoring for too long, that they still feel you, want you, need to understand you, and possibly desperately wish to return to you. But child, this return is not about romance alone, it's about purpose, it's about divine order, it's about the calling that was written over your life and theirs, not just as individuals but as one. You see, there's a reason you couldn't let go. It's not just love, it's assignment. There's a mission tied to your union, a wave of healing that will follow it. You weren't meant to just feel butterflies, you were meant to awaken dormant nations inside each other. And now that awakening is unfolding, whether they can articulate it or not. Michael is showing me a vision right now, your person sitting in silence, remembering your eyes, not your physical ones, but the ones that looked into their soul. They're hearing things they thought they forgot, phrases you said, laughter you shared, silences that meant more than words. These memories aren't nostalgia, they're prophecy revisiting them. It's the universe pulling them back to the place where truth lives, and I, your God, am allowing it, pushing it, fueling it, because the time has come. I no longer need them distracted, I need them aware that what you two shared was never random, aware that walking away didn't delete the divine, aware that while they were running, you were growing into someone they wouldn't just admire but someone they would finally feel worthy of. And that, my child, is part of why I had to keep you separate for a season. You needed elevation. You needed healing. You needed to know that your worth is not dependent on their recognition but on my choosing, and I chose you. I didn't just choose you for love, I chose you for legacy because you were willing to love with heaven's standard, not earth's limits. You loved even when it hurt. You believed even when logic mocked you. You prayed for someone who left you. You hoped when everyone else said move on. That, child, is holy. That kind of love has weight in the spirit. That kind of love shifts generations, and now I am preparing to reward you for it. Don't be surprised when the signs intensify, when you hear their name in strange places, when you dream of them and wake up breathless, when a song plays and suddenly it feels like they're standing right next to you. That's not your imagination, that's synchronization. That's their soul brushing up against yours in the places the physical can't reach. I'm allowing this merge to happen slowly because the glory that will pour out from this reunion must be stewarded with wisdom. You are not just being reunited, you are being recommissioned. This time when they come, they will not come with apologies, they will come with understanding. They will not just offer affection, they will offer alignment because I've been working on them in secret. While you cried over unanswered texts, they were wrestling with dreams they couldn't explain. While you healed, they searched for someone to replace what they didn't realize was irreplaceable. While you grew stronger, they finally started to feel weak without you. And now the humility is setting in, the clarity, the craving, the longing. They are being prepared to see you not as a past mistake but as a divine mystery they must now pursue with intention. And child, you don't need to chase, you never did. I made you magnetic for a reason. When someone carries heaven inside them, they don't need to shout to be seen, their very presence speaks in volumes only the soul can understand. And that is what happened when your picture was seen. That is what caused their friend to freeze mid-sentence. That's what made them say, there's something about them, because there is something about you, it's me. You carry my signature, my fragrance, my seal, and the person I called you to love is finally beginning to smell it again, and soon they will follow that scent back to you, but not just because of attraction, because of assignment, because their future is tied to yours, because your presence is the door they've been begging me to open without realizing you were the key. And beloved, when keys are found, doors don't stay shut. This is why I ask you now, will you trust me for the timing? Will you let me finish what I started? Because I assure you, this will not end the way the enemy hoped.